Hi everybody, Emily here from Shaky Hand Steady Heart. I am 9 days out from deep brain stimulation surgery and I'm doing okay. I've got plenty of scars, as you can see, this one on my chest. That's where the device went in, which will control the electrodes that are in my brain, but that device cannot be turned on until next week. Until June 7th, so I need a month out from healing. This device is connected to some wires that went in. I hope you can see that there's a scar there. Somehow they device and wires that are all connected to what's all up here. I have about a 7-inch serpent incision that has staples all over it. You can't see it right now because my hair is covering it. It has not been a lot of fun to deal with as far as recovery goes, but it could be worse for sure. I think the hardest part of my recovery has been, and I alluded to this on a Facebook post a couple days ago, but has been the emotional part. It's hard to explain why, I guess just kind of making this decision to do this surgery to hopefully better the rest of my life, my quality of life. It was just a big decision and a lot of emotions going into it. So although my physical wounds are very apparent and still healing, the emotional ones are definitely still there. So I am gearing up for summertime. The kids have 1 week left of school. They're gonna be all home tonight for the first time. Thank you to my parents for taking care of all of my chaos, my circus, while I've been recovering. My husband's been amazing as usual, taking care of me, and also the community of people who've just been so supportive, whether it's from people at the school helping being flexible with drop off and dismissal, to the volunteers that have been supporting us, giving us meals has been incredible as well. So thank you everyone. I guess the last thing I'll say is I go next Tuesday to get all these staples removed. So there's 17 on my chest, there's about 6 here, and I'm guessing somewhere over 10 more on my scalp. So staples come out next Tuesday. Last day of school is Friday, and then June 7th or somewhere around there is when I actually go in for them to turn on the device. There is something called a honeymoon period that some people experience after having deep brain stimulation surgery for Parkinson's, which is essentially where, because of lesions or swelling or whatever the case may be of putting the electrodes in my brain, it kind of creates this honeymoon period of you don't have Parkinson's symptoms for, I don't know how long, maybe like a few days or a week. So you don't need your medicine. And that's been pretty cool. I actually am in a honeymoon period. It didn't happen right away though, because I had too much, I think, pain dealing from, too much pain, residual pain coming from the surgery itself. But about 2 days ago, I started noticing that my Parkinson's symptoms have essentially kind of gone by the wayside. It does not mean it's cured. It does not mean it won't come back, but I'm enjoying this time right now that I feel somewhat normal, even though I look like Frankenstein. And whenever I start talking a lot, my head starts to hurt. So it is starting to hurt now. So I'll sign off now and just say that once I get my staples out next week, when I see my neurosurgeon, I also am going to get a bunch of images from the surgery itself. So he's going to give me that on a USB drive. We kind of agreed to that ahead of time. So I'll have some really cool images that will be viewer discretion advised, of course, and of the surgery itself. And anyway, so it's good to be on the other side of this, and still got a little ways to go, but I'm on the right path. So thanks everyone for tuning in. God bless. Cheers. Bye.